Ladies and gentlemen, I am Jimbo the Fuzzy, and welcome back to Stellaris. We are currently in the middle of expanding our colonial holdings, I suppose, is the right word for it. And we have just discovered a few new civilizations over here that we should probably try making friends with. So, before we unpause, I think we will go say hello. We have some Science Directorate and Peaceful Traders. Apart from being pacifists, they are also individualists. And they're individualists and materialists, and they are very scientifically focused. Which means they want trade. And they want to be friends. So, yes, let's, perhaps we should give them some minerals. And that's a lot. Oh. Huh. It's a lot to get up to a plus 6. A 7. How many strategic resources? They have Engos Vapor. 8. So for most of our minerals, we could get plus 8. Let's go see about that. Well, that drops us down to about a 1-month supply. And also reduces our ability to build colony ships. Although we don't really have much in the way of colony ships. We don't have much in the way of infrastructure to support more colony ships right now. We do have a sector going up that's going to need some minerals. So let's not do that right now, but these guys we can be friends with. That's very good to know. We could give them a guarantee of independence, but I think once the new contact thing has worn off, they will be more than they will be above neutral. And there is no way they can compare to us at this point. These guys, on the other hand, they have a defensive pact and are another protectorate. But they're xenophobic isolationists. We don't need to worry about them. Although they do like our materialism, so hey, there is that. Beyond that, not much happening in the way of diplomacy. So let's actually go to our new sector and give it some minerals. 1,000 minerals wouldn't be a bad deal. Not a bad start, anyway. And how much energy is it losing? 0.5? Yeah, let's give it, plus, let's give it 200. That should work out for it, okay. Maybe it needs more than that. Let's make it 5. Yeah, I know that makes us pretty low, but it's gonna have to work out somehow. And Secundus is still growing. I should probably rename these sectors once I figure out something. And you I believe you're the one who's assisting research. Sorki Barak. Okay. Governor has leveled up. Excuse me if I can't remember who. Scientist. Barak. Okay. So our head of engineering research has finally hit max level. It's good to know. Which means our impulse thrusters will come along a little faster. Good. In the meantime, we picked up a little more physics. And I am strongly considering setting up another sector over here. Perhaps based out of Raxum. Perhaps based out of Cursa. Which has a focus on science. My only problem with basing out of Cursa is
established.
Encounter with primitives. Our new settlements in Terra Secundus have come into contact with the primitive Stone Age natives native to this world. Stone Age aliens native to this world. There have already been several violent confrontations, and we need to establish a policy on how to deal with them. We can fortify our settlements into enclaves and limit them to remote regions where few aliens live. This will severely limit the land and resources available to our colonists. Another option is to relocate the aliens to special reservations where they can be kept isolated from the rest of the colony. This would still limit the available land, but not nearly to the same extent. Do we want more research? For that, I need to know what's on Terra Secundus. There's a lot of value on this planet, and I'm not sure I want to give it all up. But at the same time, yeah, size 23 planet. I don't think giving all of it up is a good idea. Not right now, and not for not any time in the near future, no. So we'll put them into reservations. And we got 3 adjacency effect plus 3 society research. Wow, and we got that right next to two science tiles. Amazing. Well, step 1 is to clear out this quicksand basin, I think. And step 2 will be to clear out this quicksand basin. No, let's leave that one for the moment. We still have to grow. What I was saying about Savrak is there's a Bronze Age civilization, and I'm not sure what would happen if I left that to the sector government. Still, I suppose it's gonna have to happen at some point.
Colony established.
Genium Prime. Good, you're done. Now, what is that sector AI doing with you? I don't know what it's doing. We will find out. And it does need a leader. Do we have room for one more leader? I am going to recruit one. And Paquita, longer lifespan. Yeah, I think I think he's the more worthwhile option, yes. So now both our sectors have that. However, I am going, I think... I'm going to lay off the scientist. We don't really have a need for him. Alright. And we'll leave that sector to develop a little bit. Even though it is losing energy, I hope they fix that soon. I don't want to have to keep subsidizing it, even though we are making a pretty good profit now.
Construction complete.
Secundus has finished its surface construction queue. Right. Build... Where's it from? Here's the Frontier Clinic. Good. That will help a lot.
System survey complete.
And clear that out as well. Then we can build a basic science lab here. Because everyone needs... Uh-oh. Unemployment! No! Right, this is the exact problem I was mentioning before. Let's see. We are going to need a virtual combat arena. That builds relatively quickly. And we're also going to need a hyper entertainment form. So, yeah, that'll work. Virtual combat arena. What's being built right now? Farm is being upgraded. And then after that, we'll build the hyper entertainment forum. And add a couple of basic science labs. And after that, let's cancel that upgrade. We need to get onto that one fast because he is... I think that's going to make him less happy. But, hey. We'll find out. And I think building... Well, we don't need a Frontier Clinic, because habitability is already at huge levels. But building a power plant might not be a bad idea. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Secundus is going to need a spaceport. And I think this one I am going to put a missile module on. Okay, system cert. We have a construction ship doing nothing. How is this allowed? I guess it's allowed because we don't have anything else being built. So we will send said construction ship over into orbit. Or rather, enter orbit and call it a day. What ship is it? Oh, they built their own construction ship. Interesting. So sectors do build their own ships. That's nice to know. We do have the energy now, so we could colonize another world. We have more than enough energy for one more. Could probably do 2 more. In fact, that does sound like a good idea. You know, that's going to slow down our tech research again. At this point, I think it's worth it. So we shall build another colony ship. Our Empire founders there. And then going to, you know, Chara Prime. Build another colony ship with our Empire founders. Hooray, hooray! What ship is that zipping around? Ah, it's the other Covetic Stars. What kind of ship? Science ship. You're going to Stellaris system. Where's the Stellaris system? Here. Ah. You might get yourself blown up. Good to know. And yep, you're running away. Now you're going somewhere else, okay. So we do have 2 spaceports being built, and this is done in 6 months. We'll let it keep going. Well, you're going to survey some other system, and you're going to survey Kid, which also has enemies. Nice to know.
System survey complete.
Good system survey done there. White Cloud is there. But, you know, let's add that to the list of systems to survey. A prelude. Something stirs on the moon of Genium Prime. Preliminary scans indicate that some ancient technology has become active, possibly as a response to our colonization efforts. Several of our top scientists are eager to take a closer look at the moon and have prepared a special research project. Oh no.
Situation log updated.
Let's see. Left behind. Strange readings are coming from the plasma moon. It could be nothing. Do you really think it's nothing? But it could be something. With the ship in orbit acting as a relay, the colony scientists will carefully scan the moon's surface in order to get to the heart of the matter. So we need a scientist, and preferably one that's expendable. I'm not saying we want to throw them away, but at the same time, there are some scientists are more vital to our empire than others. And that is why we'll need to consider who we send out carefully. You are missing a pop. Go there instead. Minerals can wait. Like most things can wait. Another system surveyed.
System survey
Frontier outpost.
complete.
And lots of other things. Interesting.
Construction complete.
Space. There's another done colony ship. Let us send it to size 20 world, size 20 arid world, so a size 20 desert world or a size 20 arid world. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Can't do anything about the sinkhole yet. But that would... I think... right there may be more beneficial in the long run. Yeah. This will go... right there. Have fun. Well, I doubt colonization is actually fun, but... you know what I mean.
Construction complete.
And we have another colony ship. Sort of Secundus. Right. First, let's build a solar panel network. And then let's upgrade our spaceport to level 3. Go to Kagaton. I should come over here. And we don't have influence. I probably should have seen that coming. Or maybe I shouldn't have.
Research complete.
We have impulse thrusters. What do they propose now? More army damage and minerals, which would be useful. Loader efficiency. Kinetic weapon attack speed plus 5%. Interesting. Advanced railguns. So get those up to level 4. Unlock torpedoes of our own. Those ignore armor. No, they do not ignore armor. Or get better armor. We could use more... this, for now, will go without. Even though point defense are kinetic weapons. So it would be helpful. Well, little helpful. I think the army damage and minerals is probably better for now. And it's quick. It'll start paying off immediately. And Kagaton 3. We are going to be able to colonize you. Yes, we are. We'll take you. And where do we want to put it? Right here seems like a good bet. Gives it good. It gives us as good of adjacency bonuses as planet can get. Well, right here might give it more, but not really. Resources are as good and adjacency bonuses are as good as it can get. And there we go. Comet sighted. A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails was recently observed in the Calvari system. Its passing was uneventful. It is a good omen. And this is where I laugh. Paradox, the developer of this game, has a number of games that take place in a historical setting, and in those, when your people see a comet, that's usually a sign of the coming apocalypse, and it leads to massive societal unrest, riots, rebellions, etc. So here, they're giving us a bonus. Because it's a good omen, rather than a sign of the end times and our imminent destruction. Amusing. I'm wondering if I want to set up calling a ruralist 1 or not. Oh, and the Genium thing. We'll temporarily suspend our engineering research. But that's fine. If we send this guy, who is currently assisting research over on Surface Prime. Send him to research the project, and then he should go back to what he was doing. I think.
System survey complete.
If not, we'll send him back to assistant research anyway. Another system surveyed, and it's alright. I mean, I'd like having it. I'd like having more systems in general. But I'm not too upset that we don't. This ship is running out of things that are queued up, so let's add a few more.
Construction complete.
Uh-oh. Sure, it's even an active building because of reasons. You don't have the population yet, of course.
Special project complete.
Ancient drones discovered. It is a gaggle of wayward drones, of course. Initial disappointment was swept over by the drone's erroneous IFF classification of us. They think we are a race affiliated with their long-dead masters. They seem very excited. Evolved AI constructs can be excited to see us. Unfortunately, the drones again lapsed into inactivity shortly after, and we've been able to resuscitate them. Or take them apart for that matter. Keep an eye on the situation. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that. And build a basic science lab over here. Yeah. We'll let him finish up first. Because food does make an impact. Food does have an impact on how fast the colonies grow.
Complete.
Blade research of powered exoskeletons. So, what do we want to add now? Possibly. More higher level spaceports and better ship types. Never a bad thing. Better deep space stations. Next level of defense station. Fortresses. Often equipped with firepower rivaling that of a fleet. Yeah, I'd like that, thank you very much. Better autocannons. Definitely of value. Fusion missiles. Also value. Or robots. Huh. Well, they're good for getting minerals. But I'm not sure we want any at this point. Especially since they have no mind of their own. Not really. So they won't properly appreciate our individuality. Since we built a few... let's build better... let's get better spaceports. And with our better spaceports, we have come to the end of this episode. As I queue up one more. A couple more surveys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I have been Jimbo the Fuzzy, and I hope to see you again